rise of Islam in Sweden. History, facts you didn't know. Imagine a country known for Vikings, IKEA, and midnight sun, now home to over 800,000 Muslims. Sweden went from having almost no Muslim population in 1950 to Islam becoming its second largest religion today. But here's what most people don't know. How did this Nordic nation become a center for Islamic growth? And what challenges do Muslims face here every single day? From 7th century trade contacts to refugee waves in the 2020s, this is the untold story of Islam in Sweden. The history, the struggle, and what the future might hold. Sweden is often seen as one of Europe's most secular countries. Yet over the last 75 years, Islam has quietly become a major part of Swedish society. Today, roughly 8.1% of Sweden's population identifies as Muslim. This video breaks down the complete timeline: when Muslims first arrived, why they came, how communities grew, and the real challenges they face in the past, present, and future. No stereotypes, just verified history, date facts you probably didn't know. Early history, before the 20th century. 1. Viking Age. Contact Islamic coins from the Abbasid Caliphate, dating to 800 to 1000 AD, have been found across Sweden. The Vikings traded with Muslim merchants along the Volga route. A 10th century ring with Arabic inscription, "For Allah," was found in a Viking woman's grave near Stockholm. Number 2. First Muslims in Sweden. The first recorded Muslim settlers were Tatars from Russia and Finland in the late 1940s. Before that, Muslims appeared only as diplomats, traders, or sailors passing through. 3. No mosques, no community. Until the 1950s, there were fewer than 100 Muslims in the entire country. No mosques, no halal food, no Islamic organizations existed. The rise, 1950s to 2000s. 1. Labor migration. 1960s to 1970s, Sweden's industrial boom needed workers. Muslims from Turkey, Yugoslavia, and later Pakistan came on work permits. They were mostly men who planned to return home. Refugee waves. The 1980s, 1990s changed everything. Sweden accepted refugees from Iran after the 1979 revolution, then Iraqis during the Iran-Iraq War, Bosnians in 1992-1995, and Somalis during the 1990s Civil War. Unlike labor migrants, these families stayed. 3. First mosques. The first purpose-built mosque opened in Malmö in 1984, followed by Stockholm Mosque in 2000. By 2009, there were 6 purpose-built mosques and over 200 prayer spaces. 4. Population jump. From 3,000 Muslims in 1960 to 500,000 by 2016. The 2015 refugee crisis added over 160,000 asylum seekers, many from Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Challenges Muslims face in Sweden. Past challenges, 1950s, 1990s. Isolation. Early Muslims had no community support, halal food, or burial grounds. Assimilation pressure. The official policy was assimilate or go home. Speaking Swedish and dropping religious identity was expected. Present challenges. 1. Rising Islamophobia. The Swedish National Council for Crime Prevention reported a 53% increase in anti-Muslim hate crimes between 2016 to 2020. Mosques in Uppsala and Stockholm have been firebombed. 2. Housing segregation. Many Muslims live in vulnerable areas like Rinkeby, Rosengård, and Angered. Unemployment in these areas is 3x the national average. 3. Political backlash. The Sweden Democrats, now the second largest party, ran on cutting asylum immigration and criticizing Islam. Quran burnings in 2023 sparked global protests and diplomatic crises. 4. Job market discrimination. Studies show applicants with Muslim names get 50% fewer callbacks than those with Swedish names, even with identical CVs. 5. Media narrative. Swedish media often links Muslims to gang violence and parallel societies, despite most Muslims condemning crime. The present Muslim life in Sweden today. 1. Diversity. Swedish Muslims are not one group. Largest origins: Syria, Iraq, Somalia, Iran, Bosnia, Turkey. Sunni, Shia, Ahmadiyya, and non-denominational all present. 2. Youth and identity. 60% of Swedish Muslims are under 40. Many second-generation youth identify as Swedish Muslim, blending both cultures. 3 contributions. Muslims work as doctors, engineers, bus drivers, and entrepreneurs. Moa Martinson, prize-winning author Zulmir Becovic, and football star Zlatan Ibrahimovic, with Bosnian Muslim roots, are part of Swedish culture. 4. Legal rights. Sweden allows halal slaughter, Islamic schools, and tax funding for registered religious communities, including Muslim congregations. The future. What's next for Muslims in Sweden? 1. Population projection. Pew Research estimates Muslims could be 11.1% of the population by 2050 in a medium migration scenario. 2. Policy shift. Since 2020, Sweden has sharply reduced asylum approvals. Future Muslim growth will come from births, not immigration. 3. Integration models. Cities like Malmö now fund bridge-building projects between mosques and city councils. Success depends on jobs, education, and political inclusion. 4. Key challenges ahead. Balancing secular laws with religious freedom, fighting segregation, and preventing radicalization while protecting civil rights. The rise of Islam in Sweden wasn't planned. It was shaped by war, labor needs, and globalization. From Viking trade to Quran burnings, the story is complex. Muslims in Sweden have faced isolation in the past, discrimination in the present, and an uncertain but influential future. Understanding this history means moving past headlines and seeing the real people behind the numbers. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos.